And I am back, and I am here with another haul video for you guys, and I wanted to share some of my recent purchases from some online indie brands, some more obscure brands that you don't necessarily find at Sephora or Macy's, Nordstrom, or Ulta. Even though I must say that Ulta has been picking up more and more of these indie brands. For instance, Dose of Colors, which was an online only indie brand. I think they will be in select stores, not all Ultas, but they're picking up more and more of these indie brands. So pretty soon you'll be able to pick up a lot of these products at your Ulta stores or online at ulta.com and just rack up those points that result in dollars off, because I personally love Ulta's items. But I just wanted to throw that in, that a couple of these brands are now available at Ulta. But these are products from all indie brands. These are more online specific brands. So I thought it would be good to showcase these products and give you swatches, because since they're online, you can't swatch them in store. And it's good to see the products swatched in a video so you have an idea of the application, how the colors look, so it gives you a better idea of if you want to try these products out or not. So without much further ado, let's just go ahead and jump right into the products. And I'm just gonna start out with the one that is staring me in my face, because I am still a bit skeptical about these products. These are, I picked up two of the Artis brushes. These are the mirror finish brushes, and we've seen these all over Instagram, all over YouTube. These are the brushes that are shaped like little hair brushes. So they have the handles like these. They're not the typical brushes that have a handle with the brush, the bristles at the top, and you just work the product around horizontally, you know, you hold the brush horizontally. With these, you actually hold them vertically and work the product on your skin. And I've been hearing so much about these brushes, and I was just not interested. Let's be honest, I was like, no, I'm good, thank you very much. Those are so gimmicky, I'm not, no, stop it. And they're sending all these brushes to these influencers, and I'm like, well, do they really like them, or are they just liking them in that video? You know what I mean? So I was very skeptical about this, but in a recent unboxing for BoxyCharm, I actually got this brush from Crown brushes, and this is one of those styles of brushes, and you can find these cheaper alternatives all over the place. Crown brushes has a lot of them, and you can also find them in like TJ Maxx and Marshalls. They have like the bootleg version, but I got this in my BoxyCharm box, and I used it, and I was like, you know what, I don't mind this brush. It's very soft, it's workable, I like it. Let me try out the actual Artis brushes. And I went ahead and ordered the, which one is this one? This one is the Oval 8. So this is a bigger face brush. I think they have different sizes as well upwards. Do they have bigger than this? I think they have one more bigger than this. But I went ahead and ordered this. This is the mirrored finish again. Here's the thing. It is not very well made. And I was very upset when I got this, because I have bristles like off to the side, a skilter, and I'm like, you know how much my pay feel? I think a $65 fee, you know, or something like that, and the bristle them cock off. Like, that's not cool. So I used this to apply my foundation, I think yesterday, and it works pretty well. It applies foundation pretty quickly. It is soft, and it does have some give to it, so it's not overly dense. There's another brush that I'm going to talk about that's just too dense. It's the same kind of brush. It's too dense. It doesn't really move product around as readily. This I found had a little bit of give. It's very soft but dense at the same time, and it buffs product on quickly because of the size. I like it for the most part, but this cock off bristle thing, I don't know how I feel yet, so I'm wondering if I should go ahead and exchange it or just keep it. And probably, I did try to wash the brush and like mold it with a rubber band around it to try to get the bristles to stay in place. They didn't stay in place, them still cock off. So very upset about that. I'm not happy so far. And I also got the Oval 7. So that's the Oval 8. They have an Oval 7. Oh, I should show you the size comparison. I'm going to be showing you up close views of the brushes anyway, but this is the Oval 8 and this is the Oval 7. Now they have an Oval 6 as well that I believe is more for concealer or if you wanted to apply a contour with it, but it's a smaller brush. But they came out with a newer size, which is the Oval, I think the Oval 7 is the new size, right? And it's a smaller brush that you can definitely use for contour, for blush, for highlight, And this one was perfect. You know, the bristles weren't all askew or anything. So I don't know if I should keep this one with the cocked off bristles or exchange it. I'm still wondering. But anyway, so this is the Oval 7, which again is the same kind of vibe, same kind of feeling. It does blend out product pretty nicely. It's nice and soft, and it does have some give, and it's not really it doesn't have a curved shape. It's almost flat, but it does have a little bit of like height in the middle, but it's not obvious. Now, since I mentioned another brush that I picked up because apparently I have to try them all now, I did see that Pure Cosmetics had one of these brushes as a foundation brush, and I saw this in Ulta quite a few times, and I was just like, that is so overpriced. No. But Pure was having a sale for 30% off, so I was able to get this on sale. So I ordered from their website, and it's a similar style and shape to the Artis brushes. Same mirror design, but this is so much cheaper. This is about half the price, and with the 30% off, I got it at a good deal. Now, the difference with the Pure brush versus the Artis brush is the Artis brush is a lot flatter. The Pure one has more of a curve, like it's definitely like an oval shape, and it's very dense. So it doesn't really move product over your skin as readily. It is so dense that I don't know which one I prefer, like a looser bristle or a more dense packed bristle, because I guess I haven't used the Pure one yet, but I guess they'll buff products in. I'll have to try out the Pure one to see. And then I also got the newer size of Pure. Now this one is available at Ulta, but this one isn't so far. This one is exclusive to the Pure website. And you can also find Pure Cosmetics in Kohl's, so you can get your Kohl's cash, you know, $10 back for every 50 spent. But it's a smaller version. It's the concealer version. Similar shape. It's just a smaller version of it. And these have, the thing about these are that the hairs are all over the place. It's like, I don't know, like I have to use these and see how they wash, because their hair's like sticking up randomly. Like it's not completely uniformed, and I don't know how exactly I feel about these. Now the handles on these are not as long as the Artis brush, so I know that might be an issue, because the longer the handle, the more control you have, I guess. You can, you know, you can hold it at the bottom, blend around. With the shorter handles, it's kind of like you have to get in there, and it can be awkward in your hands. So gonna test these out and see how that goes. Speaking of Pure Cosmetics, I did go ahead and grab the Soiree Diaries. Now this is what I really went on Pure online to get. This is a marble design palette, which is really beautiful. Marble is like a thing now. It has marble and rose gold. And I did like their, what was it, the Trolls palette that they have. I did find those eyeshadows to be really blendable, really nice, really buttery, really creamy, and really pigmented. So I said, I'm interested in this palette. This is an all neutral palette with 12 shades in it. The top row of this palette is more wearable light neutrals. Then the middle row are deeper, darker, smoky tones. And then the bottom row are all shimmery shades. And so there are 8 mattes and then 4 shimmer shades. And I must say, I really like the selection of colors in this palette. And I actually used it for this look today. In case you can't tell, this is a Rihanna inspired look, and there will be a tutorial. I just, you know, I'm trying something out, but I used this palette for the look, and I really love how the eyeshadows applied, how they blended out. I thought they were very nice. They weren't patchy at all, and they built up pretty nicely. So I do like this palette. These eyeshadows are 0.04 ounces a piece. So that is less than a small eyeshadow, just a little bit less, because a small eyeshadow is 0.05 ounces, and I believe this was $30-something. With the 30% off, I got it for 20-something, or even less, maybe even closer to the teens. But I got a really good deal on this, so I couldn't pass it up. And I do like the palette, and I do like the eyeshadows. So far, this palette is only available on purecosmetics.com. It hasn't been released in store yet at Kohl's or at Ulta, so you'll have to check those stores later to see if they launch it in store. Now, sticking with eyeshadows, this is for sure an indie brand, and it was introduced to me by Ripley on Instagram. She's Stephanie Nicole's friend. You'll hear Stephanie refer to her quite a lot, and that's why I started following her, and I really enjoy her. She's not censored at all, so if you're looking for censorship, that's not her, but I do like her a lot. And she showcased these eyeshadows on her Instagram page, and I was like, wait, what is this? And then my friend on Instagram as well, Midwest Makeup Junkie, who I love her, she also said, yeah, these eyeshadows are good, so check them out. So those two ladies introduced me to this brand. The brand is Feather River Body. Yeah, all one word.com. Now, it used to be an Etsy shop, and initially when I ordered from them, I did order from their Etsy store, and when I got the first batch of shadows, I was like, oh, okay, I see you, I like you. And then they opened up their own website, and they're showcasing their products there, so you can shop online at Feather River Body. They're a newer brand. They're not really widespread yet. It's just something you have to be in the know to know about, and I'm putting you all on. So she had a sale for 30% off, and I'm like, perfect. And I believe her eyeshadows they're either $5 or $6 a piece. So they're not even expensive to begin with, but definitely when you get a sale, that's the time you're gonna really go in and get a lot. So I did go ahead and pick up quite a few of her eyeshadows. She has tons of shades, okay? Tons and tons of shades, and she's an indie brand, just doing this by herself. And I mean, she has help, of course, I mean, you know, obs, but I mean, she's literally doing this by herself, and there are tons of mattes. She has great swatches on her Instagram as well. I'll leave it linked below so you can check them out. And I think there was a little bit of hiccup in the beginning with delivery and, you know, all that stuff that happens when you're a startup brand, but she has gotten much better, and I didn't have any problems with the service. It did take longer than I would expect from a regular brand to get my products. Like, it took almost 2 weeks, maybe a little bit more. But other than that, I didn't have any issues. The packaging was great. They come in these little sleeves, so they're single eyeshadow pans. They come in little sleeves, and there are no parabens in here or mineral oil. They do have coconut oil in here though, so if you're opposed to coconut oil, just keep that in mind. But there are no parabens. And these eyeshadows, she has a bunch of mattes, a bunch of neutrals, a bunch of colorful shades, a bunch of shimmers, and they're so good. And I just included a couple of swatches of these so you can get an idea of these, but they're really good. They're really beautiful. It's an indie brand, up and coming, and I like to support indie brands. Beautiful shades, absolutely beautiful. Now, she also has pressed highlighters available in her single pans. These are larger, of course, because they're face highlighters, and they're a little bit more expensive. I think these are $12. And I went ahead and picked up 3 of the shades because they just looked interesting, and I wanted to try them out, to test them out, to see what I thought. So I'm definitely going to put these to use. I will probably try to do a full swatch video of these because no one is showcasing them. And sometimes it's good that way, that I do a full swatch video when not everybody is on board just yet. You know what I mean? Like, I'll put you guys on. She also has liquid highlighters. Now, these were also very interesting. And I got Almighty and Full of Grace. Now, these are very shimmery, very glowy, but they're very liquidy, and you have to shake them up. I don't think the formula is the best because they settle very easily, and they're not the easiest to mix around the powder particles with I believe it's an oil base, like a dry oil base. It's not like a greasy oil, but like a dry oil. And you do have to really shake them up. But other than that, they're really glowy, they're really intense, but they're smooth at the same time, and they don't leave behind a greasy feel. So I'm going to try these out some more. Let me know if you guys want to see a full video where I do a full swatch of all of these products so you can get an idea of what you can get from that brand. Now, I'm going to keep with eyeshadows a bit and go into a little brand called Jouer. Now, everybody was going crazy about these products, and the influencers went on a trip, and it was a whole to-do, so you have probably seen this around quite a bit. Now, the thing about Jouer that's interesting is that they used to be available at Ulta stores and at Ulta online, but then they withdrew from Ulta and then started doing their own thing. I think you can still pick up a few of their products on Nordstrom online. You can find a couple of their products, but not the entire line. But since they've been doing their own thing, they've been working a lot with influencers and going that route. And they've been getting a lot more buzz and they're a little bit more popular. Obviously, when you work with influencers, your buzz on YouTube and on social media is going to be quite hyped up, right? So they released this Skinny Dip collection, which includes the Skinny Dip Ultra Foil Shimmer Shadow Palette. This is a little bit pricey for what you get. It's a beautiful palette. Like, it's really sleek. It's a golden foil packaging. It's cardboard, but it's like overlaid with this golden foil. And inside you get 6 very shimmery, very foiled eyeshadows. These are all neutrals and they are glittery and sparkly and beautiful. However, I did find a little bit of trouble with applying them with a brush. I prefer to apply these kinds of shadows with a synthetic brush. The Kat Von D eye shader brush is a good one to use. It's dense, it picks up the color and will apply it to your lids over a sticky primer. Or you can use them a little bit damp, or you can use another synthetic brush that I love is the RIHANNA synthetic brush. Those work best for these kinds of textures. Or you can just use your finger, which is probably the best way, because what you'll do is warm up the eyeshadow with your fingers and apply it over your lid. I prefer not to do that. I just don't like to get eyeshadow under my nails. It's just a thing for me. It makes me cringe and it's just a thing, okay? So I do like these. I find them to be very beautiful, but they're a little bit tricky. They take a little bit of work to make sure you get the correct color payoff, but once you get them to show up, they are gorgeous. And I got these on sale again because I use coupon code. I love coupon code to say. And that's the thing about these online brands. I love that they have coupon codes available. Now, I did also pick up the 2 new highlighters. They have the shade Skinny Dip. So it's the Skinny Dip collection. So they have the shade Skinny Dip and then Tan Lines. Tan Lines is one, I think this is like named after their lip topper. So they did a lip topper thing and it's like a big thing because all the influencers are talking about it and a lot of people seem to be enjoying it. Now the thing about Jouer is that I do enjoy a few of their products. I do enjoy quite a few of their products. So I'm okay with testing them out and not expecting them to be a complete fail. You know what? I don't expect them to be overhyped. And these did not disappoint. I got, again, Tan Lines and Skinny Dip. Skinny Dip is a little bit lighter and a little bit more of a peachy gold, while Tan Lines is more of a tan bronzy highlight. And these are so beautiful. They're very finely milled and they give you the glow. They are shiny and shimmery. And I actually really like the formula of these, and I think the packaging is nice. I mean, it's a shiny packaging that's gonna hold fingerprints like no other, but they do look very sleek and neat and like thought was put into it. It's just a very sexy packaging. Like the whole thing is nicely presented. It's good packaging, good boxes, like the whole bit. I really like them. And then I also went ahead and grabbed a couple of the lip toppers. I think I picked up 2 of them. Yes, I picked up the Saint Tropez and the Tan Lines lip topper. The other one I thought was just a little bit too light for me, and I'm glad I didn't get it. I should have probably got it though. But anyway, that is not here nor there. Me get 2 of them because I gotta feel these out. I feel like there's a craze that I'm not ready for, like the glittery lip toppers. But anyhow, these are meant to be applied over a lipstick, especially liquid lipstick. So you can apply them to add a little bit of shine. So this one is Saint Tropez, is a little bit more of a pinky champagne with like holographic multicolor glitter in it. And then you have Tan Lines, which is a bronzy shade with that holographic glitter in it. Tan Lines is a little bit more gritty, so you can feel the texture of it. And then Saint Tropez is a little bit more refined. But I don't really smack my lips together when I'm wearing lip products, so I don't really feel these. These are very beautiful. They're paraben free, and you just apply a thin layer. So you're not expected to put like a thick, goopy coat on your lips. It's just supposed to be a very light application. So it's like, hey, here I am with a little bit of shimmer on my lips, you know, as it were. And keep it with highlighters. Let's keep on the highlighter train. I did grab the full collection from Melt Cosmetics. So Melt Cosmetics had a deal where they had all 3 of their new highlighters in a set for, I believe, $100. I know, I'm so mad at myself These are literally like $38 a piece, or close to like is it? Let me check. Clear, they're $39. Now, Melt Cosmetics is one of those indie brands that I just think are just far overpriced. Their stacks are expensive. I think those are like $48, and I'm like, what are you doing? These are so pricey, and it's very rare that they have a sale or a coupon code or something, so it's not like you can get these at a cheaper price all the time. These are expensive. These are $39. Now think about it. A highlight from Becca, which is an established brand that you can find in Sephora. It's very accessible. You can swatch it in store. You can return it easily. Those are $38. Some of them are $35, and this is $39, bitch. But it contains a decent amount of product. It's 8 grams. A lot of products have 10 grams of product in there, but this one is 8 grams. Beautiful packaging. I do like their packaging of this highlighter. It's magnetized just like their Melt stacks. It has a mirror in here, and it's nice, and they have a little print of Melt Cosmetics on it. So it's cute, you know? But these, like I said, I got it in a set of 3 for $99 or like $100, which would make them 33 something each. I don't love these. Like it's not the smoothest texture at all, right? The shade Nova is a bronzy, like a deep bronzy shade, and then the shade Gold Ore is more of a champagne bronze, so it's more of a yellow bronzy shade. And then the other shade is, let's see, I think Stargazer. And this one is definitely a light champagne, and it has a little bit of peach to it. But these are not the smoothest texture. They're not like ultra creamy or buttery. They're just not my favorite at all. And for the price, I expected them to be glorious. And I feel like the Jouer highlighters are much better. How much is in the Jouer ones? The Jouer ones contain, let's see, 4.5 grams, so not as much, I guess, right? That's not as much at all. It's almost half the size, but I feel like you're better off getting the Jouer ones. You can get a discount. They're not as pricey, and how many times do you go through a whole highlighter anyway? You know what I mean? So do you really need 8 grams of it? Probably not, but those are those that I picked up from Melt Cosmetics. So I'm gonna go in and touch on the very controversial ones. These are from Kylie Jenner, and I am kind of done. I'm done with Kylie Jenner. Like, I'm not interested in anything else, and I've lost the zest. I'm not really interested, but I will admit and confess that I do like the highlighters. So I bought one of them, I think, or 2 of them, and I really liked the texture and the intensity. I don't like shimmery highlighters. I don't like overly glittery highlighters. I don't like intense highlighters. And these are very subtle, and they give me what I want, and they do have some interesting shades, and they're finely milled, and I just like them, and I do think these are way overpriced. They're way overhyped. They're just no. But I did want these 2 shades. But I'm done now. Like, I don't want our summer collection. I don't want, you know what I mean? I don't want anything else. Allow me to tell them. I'm going to tell you what I tell about. But I got the shade Chocolate Cherry, which is more of, it's like almost what it says. It's like a tan shade with a little bit, like a little hint of like a mauvey undertone. Really pretty for deeper skin. That, I really like that shade. And then I got the infamous, the one that everybody's talking about, which is the Cotton Candy Cream. This is the one with the label that's wrong on the box, and I'm like, oh my god. This one is also very beautiful. It's a very light shade. It looks too light in the pan for my skin tone, but they're actually pretty nice on my skin. And again, I do like the texture of them, and I do like the finish. So I did grab these. Yeah, I did. I'm sorry about it, but I did. Now, I told you a lot because I did grab the Chloe collection. This is the In Love with the Cocoa Liquid Lip collection. I like the liquid lipsticks. I'm not gonna front and just be negative for the sake of being negative. I do, for the most part, like most, if not, well, yeah, most of the liquid lip colors that I got, and even the lip glosses. I like the formula. I'm sorry about it. And I did get the last Cocoa collection, or a couple of the shades from the Cocoa collection last time, and this time I said, let me go ahead and try it out. This collection is what made me say, you know what, madone, cree, cry, cree, mana, but I with it no more. So she released 4 shades in here. 3 of them are liquid lipsticks, and then 1 is a gloss. The gloss is fine, like it's a gloss. I mean, it's a gloss. What is there to it? But the shade Doll is this bold orangey. It's like an orange. It has a hint of red in it, but it's a bold orange. And this is so thin, and it wants to flake, and it takes so much to layer up to get good color that I just don't think this is worth the trouble. If I'm gonna wear this, which I am, I'm gonna wear it like a very light wash and then with a gloss over it, because the color is beautiful, but the formula leaves a lot to be desired. Now the shade Bunny is one of those mauvey nudes, which I actually really like this shade, and the formula on this is similar to the other ones that I like. It's just this Doll shade was not doing it for me. And then Baby Girl, also a thin formula, like it's kind of in between the great formula and the not so great formula. So it's mediocre. And then, you know what I'm saying? So to get the 4 shades and then one of them just being completely a miss, and then the another one just being okay, and then just one really good shade and a gloss, I was just done. I was like, all right, we're good here. We're done here. We can move on from the tragedy that was me investing in Kylie Cosmetics. Anyway, man, for take some time out for just, you know what, I gotta take one for the team and try them out and make you guys know how it go. You know, so you can't save on yourself. Save yourself. Save yourselves. Now, another product that was going around, and everybody was going crazy about, is the Airbrush Flawless Finish Foundation Powder. This is the Skin Perfecting Micro Powder from Charlotte Tilbury. Now, there are only a couple of shades of these. I got the darkest shade, which is dark. Imagine that, and it matches my skin tone. I heard so much about this, but I heard from people that I trust that this was a good powder. Like, it's a beautiful finish. So I did go ahead and grab it, and I'm wearing it today, and I will say I do like the finish of this. It gives a very, I don't know that it's skin perfecting. Like, to me, my Urban Decay powder, which is being discontinued. Can we have a moment of silence? We need a moment of silence for Urban Decay Ultra Definition Powder Foundation in the shade Medium Dark Golden. It was confirmed that they're discontinuing this powder. I am hoping that they're like like sometimes brands will redo packaging or redo shade ranges, or, you know, they'll redo things, but they take away I just hope that whatever they're coming out with that's going to replace this is better than, I don't know how they're going to improve on that, because it's good, but I don't know if it's like selling for sure, because not a lot of people speak about it. I'm probably one of the only people that speak about it and love it. So I'm so sad, but I have like 15. I kid you not. I stocked up when they had them on sale. I have like 15 backups, so I'm good. But I decided to try this powder out. It's not as flawless as my Urban Decay, is what I was saying, but it does give a beautiful finish to the skin. It's not very mattifying either, but it gives a nice skin-like finish to the skin, and I do like it. So I would say if you were interested in trying that out, definitely go ahead and try that out. Now I'm going to go ahead and wrap up with some liquid lipsticks. Now I did show these in a Get Ready With Me video. These are the EXO Beauty liquid lipsticks. I got 2 liquid lipsticks and then one of the matte lipsticks. So I got the shade Ineffable, which is a bold, like Barbie intense pink, you know. It's so pretty in the tube and when you swatch it, but it's not really that beautiful on the lips. It kind of shears out a bit and then it doesn't dry down, but it takes a lot of work, but it's such a pretty color. So I'm like, oh, why did you have to be this kind of formula? I don't like the formula on that one. And then I also got the shade Impavid, which is a beautiful deep red. This one is beautiful. Again, doesn't dry down to a complete matte, but it's a beautiful red. And I love it for my deeper skin tone. I think it's a fantastic red. So I can't wait to test that out to see how great it is or how not so great it is. We'll see. We'll see about it. And I got one of the matte lipsticks. Now, did I mention this? This is from Shan XO Shan XO here on YouTube. I actually, for the most part, like her. She's an Australian. Is it Australian? I think she's Australian. And she does makeup videos. She has had her own line of products for a while. She's done brushes and eyelashes for the longest time. And this is her first venture into the makeup arena with actual makeup products. So these are her lipsticks. She did a matte lipstick as well. She did just a few shades, a couple of formulas. This is a bold, bright orange. And this one is really beautiful, really intense. So I can't wait to try this out as well. So I'll give her a chance with that. And then for the other liquid lipsticks that I picked up and lip glosses, I picked these up again from Dose of Colors. Again, available at Ulta now. Online, you can check them out. And I think the price is actually a little bit cheaper than on Dose of Colors because I think they adjusted the price a little bit. But I got a couple of matte liquid lipsticks. I got the shade Bury Me Too, which I already had one of, so I didn't even open this one. I'm saving this for my girlfriend because I didn't even realize that I already had this, and it's like a really odd on that one. But you know when the color talk to you and you say, hello, I want you, and you order it and you never even realize you have it already. But Bury Me Too is a deep berry purple shade, but the two that I really were in, well, the three other ones, I got Old Flame, which is a liquid lipstick. Now, you know I love my oranges, right? So this is like a burnt, dirty orange. Oh, it's almost like a brown orange. And it's a beautiful orangey nude shade. It's like bold orange in your face. Like, I'm orange, look at me go. It's like a beautiful orange brown. And then I got the shade. This one is Campfire. This one is also like an orangey tone, but it's more like a terracotta, yeah, like a terracotta brown now. So it has that orange to it, but it's like a more brown, burnt orange. So beautiful. So I do like the formula of these. It's not my favorite formula. I'll be very honest with you. Dose of Colors does not have my favorite formula, and I think that is owing to trying a couple of shades. Like my first couple of shades were bad. They were sheer. They just didn't work for me, and then I tried a couple more shades and then those were good. So it's like I already had this impression that they were bad in my mind. So it's not my favorite, but it's a decent formula. And then I got the shade Brick, which is a reddish brown. Now this is definitely a brick. It's a red brown and I love it. It's a beautiful shade. And then I got a gloss, which I tried out. What shade is that I got? That's like a beautiful... Here it is. Let me grab it. Oh, it's such a pretty color. It's Wild Child. Like, talk about gorgeous. It's such a beautiful lip gloss. So I did like the gloss, so I decided to grab the shade Sunshine Kisses. This one is like a pale peach. Really beautiful again. I'm into my peachy oranges, so loving that shade. I also wanted to mention these liquid lipsticks from Colored Rain that I picked up. Now, I got these off of Holt Look for a discounted rate. So these came out a while back. It's the Coffee Shop collection from Colored Rain, which has just all nude shades in the collection. And they were available at Holt Look, and I was like, wait, I didn't even know Holt Look was gonna have these, but I did pick them up. So there are 5 liquid lipsticks in here, 5 shades of like nude. There's a very light pinky, like this one, I don't know where I'm going in this. This is Frappe. It's a very pale pink, but it's more of a dusty pink. So I can probably make this work. Then you have a very pale peach. This is called Pink Cafe. It's a very light peach, but it's more of a muted, dirty peach. So I can make that work as well. Then we have Cappuccino, which is kind of a darker, like deeper peach nude. It's a peach brown shade. This one is Latte, which is a more of a pinky brown. Also very beautiful, and I love the Colored Rain formula, so I definitely want to try these out. And then you have Mocha, which is a rich dark chocolate. Like, ooh, this is a doo-doo brown. This is a deep, 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 like almost blackened brown. So I love the formula. Definitely glad I was able to get these on sale at Hot Look Hey, because when this launched, I was like, the thing is, when you launch a collection of shades like these, I look at them and I'm like, I will probably use 2 or 3 of the shades out of that collection. So do I really want to pay the full price for all 5 if I'm only gonna love 2? So I didn't get it then, but when I saw it on Hot Look, I definitely went ahead and grabbed these. So definitely check out Hot Look. I have my referral link down below, so definitely check them out. It's a code that gives me a bonus and you a bonus, I believe. So sign up. Hot Look has sales all the time. Juvia's Place and Colored Rain are 2 of those indie brands that you can find online at hotlook.com every now and then. I also wanted to show you guys some lashes that I got from Coco Lashes. Now I heard Luster Lux, Katie here on YouTube, talk about them. She uses this one style. That's like her signature style. I think it's called I forget what style it is, but I went ahead and I heard it so much that I had to go check them out. So I went ahead. I didn't even know they were that cheap. Well, they're not that cheap, but they're not that expensive. You can find ones for, I believe, like $3.99 and then $7. So they're pricier ones and then they're cheaper ones. And if I'm paying that price for drugstore lashes, like, why can't I try these out? So I did go ahead and grab quite a few of these, and I'll just run through the styles so you can see the different styles. Some of them have thicker bands that I am just like, whoa, no, not gonna happen. But some of them are really light and fluttery. The ones that I like so far are 201s, which are like a wispier lash, and then you have a longer version, which is Madam Wispy, which is a longer wispy lash. But I got a couple of these. I really do like the styles, and I think they're pretty nice lashes to test out. The Queen Bee lashes are the ones for Luster Lux. That's the ones that she loves. And so I went ahead and picked up a couple of these. Of course, these are among the more expensive ones, but I definitely wanted to try them out. So I wanted to just show you guys the different styles so you can get an idea up close to see if these are ones that you want to check out as well. And then I will wrap up the haul by mentioning these products here. These are definitely indie. These are so indie. These are GemBlenders. Now, everybody has probably heard about like silicone blenders, you know, Silly Sponge, or them met them around on YouTube already, and them flop, and nobody not really like them. Well, Destiny Godly here on YouTube is a black beauty YouTuber. She's been around forever. I've been following her forever, and she's like, she's a little bit of a hot fire one. You know, she goes off sometimes, and she's like, she's a little bit different, but I've always enjoyed her and I wanted to support her line. So she released her GemBlenders. These are available for pre-order on her website. So it's gemblender.com. And I said, you know what, I'm going to support a fellow black woman, one that I can admire her perseverance and her business acumen. I can. She's trying to push through. So she developed these. I think I got all the shapes. Yeah, I think I got all the shapes. So I do want to try these out, test these out, probably use them in a video for you guys just to show my support, you know. So she created this one, is the Briole. This is $24. So this is the biggest one, and it's kind of, I guess that's the shape of it, Briole. I don't know. But it's kind of like a teardrop, but it has a flat bottom and it has a little curve at the top. And you can use the curve under your eyes. Now, these are made of pure silicone. They smell straight up like Barbie, like a brand new Barbie out the box. Yep, that's what they smell like. And I think she just molds them herself. So they're on pre-order. So it took me about a month to get these. But I don't know, like, you can definitely tell it's a labor of love. It's just, you know, it's definitely one of those products that's not exactly the highest quality product, but we're going to see how they perform. And they're a little bit pricey. They're in the $20 range. So this is the Briole, like I said. Then you have, this one is the Opal. So this is the original Opal one, which is $22. And I don't know why it has like a little suction cup under here, but these, you just use them as a silicone blender and you wash them with regular face soap. I don't know about this shape because I don't like that little suction thing on the bottom. Like, I don't know if she couldn't just get it like to be the same on both sides, but and try that out. Then she has, this one is the Radiant, which is a pyramid, and you can use it to like angle concealer or angle like to cut out your contour to make it really sharp. And a little bit of the silicone is rolling off. I haven't used these yet, which is interesting that they're rolling off already. And then I got the Trillions. Now these are 18. Oh, the Radiant was 20, so these are 18. These are definitely small. I got this as like an extra in my order, and these are little triangle ones. And again, you can use them under the eyes as for concealer to sharpen up your outer lid area, you know. So we're gonna try those out, see how they go. I don't know yet how I feel about the whole silicone business, but they're not sticky or tacky. As I heard, there was another brand that was sticky or tacky that what's your name, Alicia X-Sparkage here did a review on, and they like attacked her like, excuse you, back off of Alicia. Don't be coming for X-Sparkage. She is nice and she has stayed herself this whole time, and you want to come for an OG? Like, excuse you? So those are all the products that I picked up, guys, and I can't wait to like dig in and really get my hands dirty with some of these products. I am so happy to try out indie brands and share them with you guys and show you up close swatches and stuff, so you can get a chance to see them, to see if there's something that you're interested in as well. I will leave a full list of all the products that I mentioned in this video down below in the description box. I don't have affiliate codes or affiliate links for these because they're indie brands. You know how that goes. And you should definitely still try to get like coupon codes for these to get discounts. And if you don't want to use an affiliate code, they're actually generic coupon codes that the actual website will use to give you 15%, 10% off some of these products. So definitely just Google coupon codes for the specific brand and you can find them. But yeah, I will also leave links to my Instagram and Twitter page where you should definitely be following me along. And until my next video, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.